I was just like, I gotta come talk to you guys about what I experienced yesterday as I was going downtown to my spa appointment. And I make it a habit to try to avoid downtown as much as I can. I can imagine in any major city, downtown looks very similar to mine. And I got on the phone with my mom. I was crying. I was emotional. And I just see every day how there's not much time left. And just seeing the homeless people that are downtown and, you know, knowing firsthand what that feels like in my family and how there's just not going to be a lot of time left for politicians, and a lot of people just keep going home at the end of the day. There's City Hall, there's the court, you know, there's businesses, and everybody just goes home at the end of the day. And I kept saying that, like, everybody just keeps going home. You know, we're all just going home at the end of the day. And there's going to be a day where we can't do that anymore. And if you're new to my channel, I really like to talk about what I go through with my spiritual awakening, the things that I see, how it affects me, because I know there are a lot of people out there that are going through the same thing, where you're just seeing the world in a new light. You knew these things were going on, but you can't miss it now. It hits harder, it hits home. And I felt like I have to do something this year. I have to go see if I can meet with someone this year that is at City Hall, or if I can, you know, reach a helping hand that is really in a small or big way, because donating isn't enough, volunteering isn't enough for me anymore. I really need to do something and to get my message out there that there's just not that many days left to keep going home at the end of the night. We're not going to be able to keep going home. We're not going to keep being able to ignore this. It is a sinking ship. There's a hole. We all see it. We all keep going to work. We all keep doing things that we're passionate about, but we all keep going home at the end of the night. I don't think that there's going to be very many more days where we're probably not all on a live stream, all talking to each other just the whole night. Probably can't see. I really think there's something big coming where we're not going to be able to miss it, and then everybody's just going to be online looking for answers. And there's already a couple people that are online, small percentage against the majority, which would be called the matrix, the crowd, that are online looking for answers, or looking for their tribe. They're looking for where are the people where I can go and connect to. And I was like, I love that part of YouTube that I found where everyone is so happy and everyone is so inviting. It saved my life. I told God, you know, back in probably May or April, I don't know how to heal. And when I was looking at the people downtown, I was like, they don't know how to heal. We don't know how to heal. This society is so sick. We think we can just keep going home at the end of the day. And Gaia was very instrumental in my life to say, I can show you. She walked me through it. I went through a series of talking and prayers with her that she wrote and said to me, and then I repeated back, and that was the first step. And I said, you never know what sharing your story and sharing online and talking with other people can do for them. I don't know if there's anyone else there that may feel like they're between, you know, living and homelessness, or, you know, sanity and anxiety. I don't know if there's anyone that's watching this that's in between, but there's not many more days left where we're all going to keep being able to go home. So I am home, but I am sharing my journey and my story and my platform here because I think more people should be speaking out. I think less people should be on TikTok, and more people should be speaking about how their meditation went today and what they got from it and how it's changed their lives, and, you know, talking with other people about how impactful it's been on their journey to getting out of the matrix. And I just wanted to come on here and say that was the theme yesterday when I was downtown. And I said, there's not many more days left. I said we were all together in 2019, I believe, maybe 2020, when we were all protesting after a police shooting. And we're going to have that kind of energy again, but for everyone's financial, spiritual, and physical well-being, because we keep talking about our country's economy and our country's food sources and, wars. And we keep talking about these things. But I predict, like, in 20 years, the light's probably not even going to be on. Like, when that comes, those topics will be a non-factor. Do you know that 500 years ago, we weren't talking about inflation in the United States like we are today? Like, everything is temporary. If you understood just how powerful that statement is, you would probably say, hey, let me take a step back. What do I have control over? What am I allowing someone else to have control over? Because just taking a look at the people that were downtown struggling, I said, our society has failed. We have let other people control our education. We have let other people control the food we eat in school. We've let other people control what we see on TV. And we've watched these things and we've given our power and our approval and our praise and our worship to false idols. And now that the bill has come due, now I'm saying there's not many more days left where we're going to be able to keep going home. And so I want to share this message because I know there are people out there that feel the same and they share the same sentiments. And I really like to start the conversation. So feel free to get in the comments section and talk about what you've seen this week. I really feel like as a week by week basis, there's going to be something new to see every week. This week for me was seeing the homeless people that were downtown at bus stops, slumped over. I've seen similar sights before, but just to see people walking by, just to know that the politicians are 2 blocks down, just to know that everybody that's working in that area probably makes close to 6 figures. There's just so much wealth and money, but y'all can't put them in these abandoned buildings that people haven't came back to since the end of what. And I just said there has to be something done because the bill is due right now. I'm looking at it. I can feel it. I said something is going to happen where people can't go home anymore at the end of the day. Like that is a luxury right now. And we're very much probably taking it for granted, but it is not going to last always. My last video, I talked about taking for granted, you will get a warning. And what do they think the warning is going to be? We keep talking about the economy, we keep talking about all these different things, but we're not talking about what's really important, and that's the humans on this planet. Moment of silence. I didn't know the stock market was a human being. Is it? I didn't know the economy was a human being. We are going to a new beginning. Things are ending. I was at the Chipotle the other day, and I was getting a bean burrito bowl because I don't eat meat. And there's like one person working there, and it's steadily gotten worse. I live in an area where you would not think there would be a lack of workers because the people in this area make 6 figures as a median income. And when I went in there, I said, I remember talking to the manager briefly a couple months back about how they were trying to get people to come over this far away from the city and to work here, even though we're like 15 minutes outside the city and 10 minutes outside the other city. But he mentioned that, and I said, okay, I see what's coming. People are not going to work for the little amount of money that you guys are offering anymore. I said if the economy was really important, they would swallow their ego and their pride and they would just pay people instead of paying themselves bonuses. But you know what they're not going to do? Pay them people and not give themselves bonuses. They're just going to let one person work while there's a line out the door at Chipotle. I said, this is ridiculous at this point. I said, I don't even get upset because, I've been meditating this summer. I don't even feel bothered by things. I was smiling at the man when I finally was able to get my order. And I could really just feel for him because we're in a time where it's just going to be compassion is going to be needed because we're going through something I've never seen before. My mom's never seen before. My grandma's never seen before. Where they just closing stores because they don't got people to work, or they're closing stores because nobody's buying things. Like, where did the love go? I said when I grew up in the city, I could take the bus downtown. It would be crazy, but not too crazy. Not like how it is now. I used to really enjoy going downtown with my friends, and I would be safe. I could take the bus there and the bus home, and I would be straight. Not anymore. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that anymore. I took the bus actually a couple last month trip. I was hanging out with the kids, and we all were in a big group. That's the only way I was doing that. I wouldn't do it by myself. But anyways, my point is that we're just going to have a lot of compassion because things are changing. Time is speeding up. I'm noticing things pretty much every day that shows that things are ending. The way that the structure was before is ending. And rather than pay people, they would rather see it all fall to the ground. That's what it's looking like. Tell me if I'm wrong. Get in the comment section. Tell me if I'm wrong. It looks like they would all rather see it all fall down and crumble down to the ground than to fix it. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think they would rather stay to their structure, the pens, the paper, the lines, the clauses. I think they would rather stick to all that structure, even when the trees are burning. It was smoke in the air the other day. I said, I got a headache. I got to go inside. The trees aren't burning by themselves. The fire is being started by us. Like I said, all these fires, I said, we just keep going home at the end of the day. Get in the comment section, and if you really feel like going home at the end of the day is not going to last too much longer. I just really want to have this conversation. I try to have this conversation with my mom, but she kind of understands. She kind of woke, but I can't find many places that are really having this conversation. Like, why do we keep talking about the economy? Pay these people. Like, they all complain about inflation. Just pay these people. Like, don't give $2,000 stimulus checks and keep talking about it for 3 years. That's gone. Like, I'm confused. Either you're gonna pay these people or you're gonna shut down your whole business. It just doesn't make any sense, And at the end of the day, I have to see the books. Are y'all making enough money just to pay people and y'all have nothing left over? I'm confused because clearly, if I know anything, let me just not get into it. My point is that when I went downtown, it really sparked that we're not going to be able to keep going home at the end of the day. The days are getting shorter. Time is speeding up. And I really implore you guys to really take a look around and get in the comment section. Let me know if I'm just all over the place. But if you agree and you have something to say, I really want to have this conversation. That's my point. I just want to talk. I want to have this conversation because I'm so far removed from, feeling upset or feeling bothered or feeling anxiety or feeling angry. Now I want to talk about what is really going on with changes in the world. I just really want to talk about it. So I would love if you guys would, again, let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to catch you guys on another day. And yeah, if you like this shirt, I design shirts. You don't have to follow me on social media. I think you guys should all lead yourself. But I like to design shirts, and I'll probably post the link in the bio, and you guys can check them out if you liked it. So, toodles, and good night, peace and love, high vibrations, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.